Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So today we will be talking about, Kindred. Because he has effectively been confirmed because he was heavily implied by Kabam. Everybody guessed who that was. And we do have full ability leaks for Silk. However, Marvel Contest of Champions leaks chose not to reveal full kit for Kindred. However, there are still some very interesting hints about his abilities. And, I personally found this quite interesting because I know very little to nothing about Kindred aside from, the bit that I learned making the prediction video that he's obviously a Spider-Verse villain. He has to do with Mephisto and Osborns, I believe. He's basically a centipede demon type of character that, evidently hates Spider-Man, I suppose. So what should you expect from Kindred? Spoiler, when awakened at 5% health, Kindred reveals a surprise. I do want to know what that is. That definitely does sound quite interesting. But, MCOC Leak says that he's a fun-to-play character, great animations, centipedes getting thrown on your opponents. And that could be very, very gross, but also very, very cool. It would probably kind of remind me something of Korg Block using Meek, and then there's, some liquid squishing out of him or something. He seemingly will have access to stun immunity, which, is probably going to be quite annoying for face him as a defender. He'll have aggressive gameplay. Also, advantage against Spider-Verse heroes, as a lot of Spider-Verse villains do. Decent buff duration reduction. I love this ability. This is like what can make Mojo and Absorbing Man really, really powerful champions in a lot of matches because Kabam has recently been on some sort of maniacal run of nullify immune champions and nodes that punish you for nullifying and stuff like that. So the buff duration reduction is amazing, especially because, Kabam's also kind of starting to do champions that are immune to neutralize or neutralize doesn't quite work against them and then punishing nullify. But there's absolutely nothing really in the game that punishes, you forcefully expiring opponents' buffs quicker. So really, really do like that. Obviously, it will interact very well with Mystic Dispersion as well. And then he has some sort of Dread aura, which is Degeneration aura. To us, the closest equivalent would be Omega Red's aura here, because Omega Red damage, aura damage, is also built as a degen damage, I believe. So regeneration from degeneration dealt. So some regeneration abilities. I do like that I hear as well. Stun immunity, buff duration reduction, degen, and regen. And also Dread Aura power stealing, 150% of the power stolen. So, sounds like a really, really solid Mystic character. Obviously, these are just very early hints, but I'm just going down my Mystic Champion tick box, and I really, really seem to like what I hear here. So I'm like super excited. Immunity to poison, incinerate, heal block, infuriate, and intimidate as well. So he's going to be immune to, most of AI manipulative buffs, debuffs that we have in the game popularized recently. Immune to heal block and poison will probably make him quite friendly champion to Liquid Courage Double Edge as well. Incinerate immunity could be super, super useful because, we get more and more Incinerate based champions around in the game also. So everything that I see here revealed, I do like. I really, really wish he actually released the full ability breakdown, but we're gonna have to wait for that till weekend, I believe, Saturday or Sunday at some point. There are some images of Kindred, I believe. I believe at some point he also posted something, but yeah. If you guys know more about Kindred canonically, that would be great if you could enlighten me. But let me know what do you guys think, because everything put together, you know, obviously it can still be a flop because, when you initially took a look at Terex's abilities before his tune-up, he also looked good, but turned out not so much and stuff like that. Because it's always in the little details. So it's too early to get like super hyped, especially knowing this little about the champion. But stun immunity, buff duration reduction, degeneration aura, regen, power stealing, plenty of immunities. That does look solid. And unlike Silk, it's not just another spider hero. It's something, new, something different. And it could also be something, as Marvel Consort Champion Leaks mentioned in another post, quite disgusting. Something Immortal Abomination like, something Mojo like, something that you do not necessarily fancy looking at if you are seeking for, aesthetically pleasing champions. But there's no reason to stretch this video out any longer. That is all that we know about Kindred. Let me know whether you guys are excited. What do you know about him as a character other than what's listed here? And yeah, that will be it for now. And I'm going to catch you guys later. Bye. Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about